thank you all for allowing me to be here and share part of our story with you. I was going to ask everyone to close their eyes, but since we're already covered that part, I'm just going to ask you guys to open your hearts. Imagine that you're a first-time parent, completely eager to show and share the ever-changing beauty of the world with your new baby. Shapes, colors, textures, and so much more. You can't wait for the day they crawl in the grass or the moment they discover their feet. You spend hours watching them look around. From the moment your eyes first met, you were mesmerized. No one has ever looked at you the way that your baby does, and no one ever will. Essentially, that's how our life began, or so I had thought. I honestly just believed that my son Lincoln was a little bit of a late bloomer. He was 9 months old and barely crawling or rolling over. It took acts of great lengths to even get him to sit up by himself. I figured he would accomplish these things in his own time, his own way. The day had come for his 9-month checkup, and it was a day like any other. Arriving at the doctor's office, excited to see the fish and read the books to my son, we waited for the doctor to arrive. The exam started out as normal as any other until the doctor let out an ever so slight, uh-oh. My heart sank. I had heard those words before in that tone, and I knew that something was wrong. She proceeded to tell me that my precious baby had what appeared to be severe leukocoria in his right eye, and that she was requesting that we head straight to Texas Children's to meet with the ophthalmologist. Full of fear and overwhelmed with questions, that's exactly what we did. Could my baby see me? Could he see anything? How could I have no idea? All of the things that he must have missed. This is all my fault. My mind must have traced 1,000 questions over and over. We then met with a specialist for the first of what would be several appointments. 23 to date, to be exact, with a current schedule of recurring appointments every 4 months. So we got a couple of diagnoses and a prescription for glasses for my 9-month-old son. How on earth was I going to get my baby to wear glasses? Fast forward 2 weeks later, on my way to pick up the glasses, and I was a nervous wreck. I cried in the office, asked another 100 questions, took a deep breath, and headed home to face the moment of truth. I picked Lincoln up, I gave him a hug and a kiss, and I reassured him that I would be there every step of the way. I took another deep breath and slipped the glasses over his face, and waited in anticipation for something to happen, and boy, it did. There will never be enough words to explain to you the look on my son's face when he actually got to see his mommy for the very first time. My heart filled with intense and pure emotion, and it sank into the pit of my stomach at the very same time. 9 months my son went without seeing the depth and the detail of my face. He missed so much. It took some getting used to, and then the true fun of parenting began. Within weeks he was crawling and walking by 10 months and talking at 11 months. I did not know that he could not see, and because of that, it created severe learning disabilities for him. Once that problem was corrected somewhat, Lincoln has been an ongoing tornado of knowledge and growth. Let me fast forward a bit momentarily and use this chance to tell you that my 3-year-old can speak almost every word he knows in English and Spanish, as well as about half of those in sign language. He can tell you the scientific term of every single dinosaur, all of the planets, animal species, and so much more beyond belief. It is an absolute incredible sight. Now I tell you, kids will be kids, and at about 1.5 years old, his glasses broke. It was then that I found out that his insurance only covered the first pair. And after that, they were willing to cover $17 off of $400 for the next pair. Being a single mom with enough income to get by, I was crushed, overflowing with fear of setback. Had we really come this far just to lose it all? I set out on my very first journey for true help. I was lost and at a standstill, losing hope. Children's vision concerns seemed to be at the bottom of the totem pole. By the grace of God, I stumbled upon Prevent Blindness Texas. And as fragile as ever, I reached into the depth of my being and typed our story into an email and fearfully hit send. I mean, it couldn't hurt to try, right? Somebody somewhere would have to fall in love with our story and want to help, right? And that's exactly what this organization did. Prevent Blindness Texas stepped up to the plate when no one else would, and without hesitation put in motion the act to providing my son with a new pair of glasses. Could this really be happening to little old us? Our prayers were answered, and our journey was able to begin again. It was a miracle, a dream come true, an answered prayer. This selfless act, thanks to Prevent Blindness and all of you, allowed my son to continue his battle for sight. We still fight that battle today. Lincoln takes atropine drops in his strong eye every night, and he wears a patch for 2 hours a day. We make progress forward and backward just to move forward and backward again. But thanks to his glasses, his vision, as well as the communication between his eye and his brain, is in fact getting stronger. We have good days, we have tough days, we have tears of joy and sadness. We have breakthroughs and we have setbacks. The drops have caused his good eye to become severely crossed, which will require surgery to fix. That's a choice that no parent ever wants to make, but it had to be made. And while the surgery will be minor, I cannot stop the medicine and chance that we lose all progress that we have made. While this journey is ever changing, it is still ours to walk, and we wouldn't be walking it without your help. It is not a story of pure beauty, but there is beauty within our story, and that beauty is each and every one of you. What you're doing is forever changing lives, making them better, braver, stronger. You are issuing hope where hope was once lost. You are all proof in the flesh that angels do in fact walk among us, and that miracles do happen every single day. And from the very bottom of my heart and every ounce of my soul, I'd like to thank each and every one of you for taking time out of your life to participate in bettering the lives of others. And I will leave you with this. Helping one person might not change the world, but it could change the world for one person. I know it certainly did mine. Thank you.